Look, picture this scenario. It's Friday night. You just got paid. You look at your bank account, and for a brief, fleeting moment, you feel great. But then you pay your rent, you pay your credit card bill, you buy groceries, and suddenly by Tuesday, you're staring at a balance that makes you want to cry. You work incredibly hard, but you constantly feel like you are just running on a treadmill. You say to yourself, I'm never going to build wealth. I know that feeling because, honestly, that's literally me. Or at least it used to be. We are taught that financial success is just about grinding it out. But what if I told you that building wealth has very little to do with working yourself to the bone and everything to do with how you construct your choices? My name is B. By creating this channel, we wanted to give vent to our curiosity by analyzing books, analyzing thought processes, and trying to understand finances just to be greater. By creating this channel, we are consolidating our knowledge on many issues important to us and breaking the problem down into its constituent parts. Today, we are diving into Charles Duhigg's book, Smarter, Faster, Better, and applying its brilliant concepts to your wallet. Let's challenge a common financial assumption early. You don't lack willpower. You lack a system of control. Motivation isn't a personality trait. It's a skill, dependent on an internal locus of control. People with a high internal locus of control believe their choices dictate their destiny, rather than external circumstances. When the U.S. Marine Corps revamped their boot camp, they redesigned the training to force recruits to make independent decisions. They found that forcing people to make choices proves to their own brains they are in control, triggering raw motivation. How does this apply to your money? Well, if you just automatically pay your bills with dread, you feel like a victim. You have to frame your finances as an active choice. When you transfer $100 to savings, tell yourself, I am actively choosing to buy my future freedom. That small shift in psychology flips the locus of control. You actually need two completely different types of goals working together, a stretch goal and a SMART goal. In the 1990s, General Electric's CEO instituted massive stretch goals, like reducing engine defects by a staggering 70%. Massive goals force you to think differently, but a massive goal alone can be paralyzing. To prevent panic, you pair them with SMART goals, specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timeline-based. Let's look at the math. Your stretch goal is a $1 million investment portfolio. Scary. Now, let's make it smart. Assuming an 8% average market return over 30 years, you need to invest exactly $670 a month. That's about $22 a day. By breaking the problem down into its constituent parts, you just turned a millionaire stretch goal into a 22-a-day reality. But wait, if the math is that simple, why do we still overspend? We have budgeting apps and bank alerts. We are drowning in data. This is where it gets really interesting. Having too much information actually causes information blindness. When we are overwhelmed, our brains shut down and we revert to impulsive habits. To fix this, we must introduce disfluency. Disfluency means making information a little bit harder to process so your brain is forced to actually engage with it. In the Cincinnati public school system, teachers ignored beautiful digital data dashboards. The turnaround only happened when they had to manually copy student test scores onto physical paper cards. That friction forced them to truly understand the data, and student proficiency skyrocketed. Stop just looking at your bank app. Once a week, sit down with a physical notebook and a pen. Manually write down your spending. Add some disfluency to your financial life. Finally, you have to protect your money from your impulsive brain. Professional poker champion Annie Duke learned that losers look for absolute certainties, but winners are comfortable with what they don't know. She uses probabilistic thinking, realizing the future isn't one set path, but a series of possibilities. In finance, there are no certainties, but if you play the odds, diversifying your investments into index funds, the mathematical probability is heavily in your favor. You might lose a few hands, but over decades, you win the tournament. So, actionable steps for today. 1. Take control. Frame saving as an active choice to buy freedom. 2. Stretch and smart. Break your massive goal down into a daily dollar amount. 3. Add disfluency. Manually write down your expenses every Sunday. 4. Think probabilistically. Build mental models of market crashes so you don't panic. Building wealth is about working smarter, faster, and better by mastering the psychology of your own mind. You have the power to engineer your financial future. Thank you for learning with me today. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and drop a comment below with your specific SMART goal for this week. I'll see you in the next one. Keep thinking, keep analyzing, and let's be greater.